Kids are on school break, and if you are enrolling them in summer camp programs during their off time, you want to make sure that they are prepared with medical requirements. Joining me this morning to explain how parents can take action is MinuteClinic nurse practitioner Macqualine Triplet. Macqualine, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that some camps require physicals, just like sports teams require physicals. So the MinuteClinic offers them, right? What all do they entail?
Absolutely. We do offer camp physicals, and the camp physical is simply an assessment that is completed by the MinuteClinic provider, and it does a head-to-toe assessment, just making sure that your kid is physically fit to have a wonderful experience at their camp.
Yeah.
That camp experience.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that camp experience can be a full head-to-toe assessment where we look at their medical history, their vaccinations, also if they have any food allergies.
And if you do know that your child has a chronic condition, I mean, when I speak to parents, I think those are the ones who are most concerned about sending their child away, is they have a chronic condition, maybe, asthma, allergies, something else. What would your recommendations be for them if they are going away to like a sleepaway camp?
My recommendations would be to definitely reach out to the camp leader, reach out to the medical staff that's going to be a part of the camp. You want to bring those concerns to your MinuteClinic provider so you guys can discuss those. You want to discuss any medication that they may need to take and how it should be given while they're at camp. Just want to make sure you're safe, especially if they need our EpiPen. Definitely.
Yeah, and also, sometimes EpiPens can be tough to find at the pharmacy, so you want to make sure that you fill those early, right?
Absolutely.
Are they still hard to come by? Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Tell me about the props that you have here. What all should we be taking with us? I mean, I'm going to guess sunscreen and bug repellent are some big ones, right?
They are some big ones. Also, you want to make sure that you're getting some health aid, like the Band-Aids and the alcohol prep, something just in case it's camp. So if you have cuts or scrapes or something like that, you can easily clean it. You also want to make sure that you bring in a water bottle. It's really hot out here. This is the Texas weather. So they should be taking in at least 32 to 68 ounces of water each day while they're outside.
I think if I were a parent going into CVS thinking, like, what have I forgotten? What do I still need? Like looking at that, like poison ivy wash, that's something I wouldn't have thought of, but I guess that's probably pretty important.
That is important. Poison ivy lotion is very important. Also, we want to make sure we're bringing in that bug repellent. It is tick season, mosquito season. The ticks bring the Lyme disease, the mosquitoes bring the West Nile. So making sure we have that bug repellent is very important. The strongest one is DEET. And of course, parents can always use some natural remedies if they decide to use that. But my advice would be to go ahead and try those at home prior to coming to camp. That way you know if your kid's going to react to it like they should.
Yeah, that's a good recommendation. And do the same, DEET repellents that you use for mosquitoes also protect against ticks?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am, they do.
Okay, good to know. Anything else that we're forgetting that they should make sure and add to their checklist?
The biggest thing is making sure when they do come to MinuteClinic for that physical that they bring all the paperwork that may be required. Make sure that they look at the healthcare policies just to make sure that once they get here we have everything we need to go for.
And how can people schedule appointments?
They can go to cvsminuteclinic.com or they can just come in here and let us do it for them.
Excellent. Macqualine Triplet, we appreciate it. And if they go to the one in Humble, they'll be able to visit with you.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.